line to the end game boss. I just wanted to beat Elden Ring because it's a single player game. You know me, I have MMO lifestyle on my fucking stream tag. You know, I've got MMO lifestyle on my stream tag. I don't want to dump 300 hours into a single player game. It's got to be exquisite like Elden Ring, and I was all psyched and excited to do it. So I bought the DLC 3 weeks before. I get there, I realized that you have to go all the way to Mohg's Palace, and of course, because I lineared to Mohg's Palace in my first playthrough before I got to New Game Plus, I'm going the other direction. I went the other direction when I started through the New Game Plus and did the game differently because I wanted a path that I hadn't already done. So now I'm about as far from Mohg as I could possibly be in the playthrough. I'm like 40 hours away from it still or something like that because I skirted main story content this time. So I was like, because it's New Game Plus, right? I think a super skilled Dark Souls player who never stopped playing Dark Souls could probably get to it in like 10 hours or something, but I don't play Dark Souls every single day. I play shitty auto-fire games like EVE Online, Fortnite, you know, whatever the fuck. And so now, this kind of broke my heart. I have been like I said in the video, I have been a fan of From Software since King's Field 1 and 2, which was on the PlayStation 1. I've been a huge fan of this company for a long time, and they finally broke my heart. To me, 2 days ago, Dave, it was the full-blown death of the Triple Anus. I christened this dark ages that you and I are living in as the Shadow of the Erdtree is the name of the Elden Ring expansion, right? What are the 3 bad ones? There's 4, actually. There's Redfall, which killed Arcane. There was Starfield, which killed Bethesda. There was Dragon's Dogma 2, which killed Capcom. And I mean, it didn't kill Capcom. They're doing okay on console because they're good games on console. All 3 of these are good console games, but they're not good on PC. So then the 4th one, of course, broke my heart with the Elden Ring DLC. But my complaint is a personal complaint. The DLC is probably a 10. Right. My complaint, though, is with the industry. It's not. It's with From Software. It's not with the game. I felt that when I pre-bought the game 3 weeks ago, they needed to fucking warn me. And I'm sorry, I missed what you said here. That's really bad. They don't tell you about that. It is. It's a form of industry grifting and all that. So I did a 14-hour react stream where I just sort of got over From Software, which is such a sad thing for me. I think you can understand how that. I mean, I wanted to cry, but I'm stronger than that these days, you know. But like, you know, god damn it, man, the death of From Software, the death of Capcom with Exo Primal and Dragon's Dogma 2 being FPS locked. And one of the ways you can tell that they're all kind of griftonomics now is they lock the frame rate to PC Master Race players to 60 frames per second. I even wrote out I'm not going to re-deliver the content today, but I even wrote out like the 25 commandments that and I'll read them, but I'm not gonna like do the whole content spiel again, right? Trying to get my fucking desktop and Windows suck stick, right? I think it was this one. I think, yeah, was it this one? I don't know. No. I wrote a thing about this, but I don't think I can pull it. Where was it? It's like god damn it. Minimize. Open with rich text document, please. Why can't you? Yeah, notepad, please, always. I lost my work. It didn't save, I guess. That sucks. Sorry, I'll get to what you said in just a second here. Did I really lose that? Oh my god. You fucking suck now, Windows. You can't even get a fucking text file right. So anyways, so now I'm going to come back and read what you said. I'm sorry. If I had my Prime sub, would drop it here, but all I really use... That's okay. I don't need your guilt, buddy. You're totally fine. You paid... Like I always say, you done paid your people bills. Thank you for bringing it up, but you needn't worry. Thank you for thinking of me. Hello to you, and to let you know I'm still watching. Yeah, cool. Yeah. And you can always come, you know, find me on Final Fantasy. It's a small install. It's like, what, like 20 gigs or something? It's not that bad. Yep, and I'm sorry that I cut you guys all off, but right now I am recording, so I don't want voices, I don't want chat distracting me, or, well, I don't mind it when it's a friend, you know, I don't mind it at all when it's, you know, old community, you know, old Stone remembers, You know, old stone remembers, you know. So like for community, I always make the nod and talk to them however long they want to talk to me. You guys have been sub to me and followed me and loving me for years, and ditto. And so you always have my ear, you always have my mouth, you know. But I'm just always in my autistic. I'm completely autistic. I'm totally Asperger's, and I am 2.5 hours into the recording, so it's very difficult to get like one-on-ones with people. And I'm sorry that I'm so distant. I apologize. It's nothing personal. That's the shit that I always see. You always tell me I'm sorry I haven't subbed, and I always tell you that I'm sorry I'm so distant. We have our broken records that we're spinning on, and we don't need to. I think I think we've known each other long enough to know. You know, I don't worry about the subs, buddy. I don't do this for money. I do it for the love. So now, got to get back to, oh yeah, so we covered all of it. So let's get back to Mutahar here and hear what he has to say about this antivirus and entertain the people in my channels.
In a country or a part of the world that is supposed to be free, right? Because if this happens in the United States, there's a chance it can easily happen in Canada and a lot of places. And as somebody that absolutely believes in freedoms and the ability to make your own choices when it comes to computer software or really anything, you should be allowed to...
Oh, yes, I think there's a way you can make people a VIP in your chat so they can still type to you. I don't read the chat, buddy. Do you understand? Like, fundamentally, I do not read I do not have any form of chat open. I haven't read my chat, buddy, in 19 months or
incoming tell.
Or has it been that long? No. So I've only been doing this about 2.5 years, but yeah, goddamn, like I think it's less than that. It's like 13 months ago, I think. Like 13 months ago, buddy, I just straight up turned off the chat. I was swatted. I was doxxed. I was attacked. Our bank accounts have been attacked. I have a federal and a state case. I have 6 other stalkers besides that asshole, and I don't talk to anybody. It's a security issue for my fucking family, believe it or not. I don't talk to anybody unless they've been here for years. I don't know why shitheads like that need the internet to be like that, but I don't do the chat. I don't read it. I'm sure people have. I'm sure I have missed thousands of chat messages at me, frankly. And I know that's autistic and dumb. It's literally like the definition of autistic when you kind of like are deaf to the world a bit. But I mean, that's who I am, you know, so nothing personal. That's why I always say nothing personal, nothing distant. You know, the distance is a requirement to protect my family at this point. I had a shithead come and try to kill me, essentially, again, you know. So, you know, and you know how I am about that. I had PTSD from the first time someone tried to kill me. Now it's been 2 times. So, you know, whatever. Gotta do the security. I don't want to read the chat. I don't want, you know, any of that stuff. It's right here, that but what you low, still around but going off now. Oh yeah, take care, buddy. Peace. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for dropping a line. I appreciate it. Keep your head up, buddy. The governments are killing both Britain and America right now. You and I share a burden. The rich are trying to kill us. The health services are failing us, trying to kill us. And so in the future, I expect you and I will have a lot in common. And I think our friendship shall be important. You have a good day.
To install whatever it is that you want, okay? So looking into this right here, they said to protect our nation, the Department of Commerce has issued a final determination prohibiting Kaspersky and its affiliate subsidiaries and parent companies from engaging in transactions involving the provision of certain cybersecurity and antivirus products and services to U.S. persons. In accordance with this final determination, any resale of their antivirus software integration or licensing for the purpose of resale or integration into other products is prohibited in the United States or by U.S. persons. Kaspersky's products and services pose an unacceptable risk to United States national security and
Told
the
you.
safety of U.S.
I knew what he was going to say before he said it, didn't I? I said, there are all those people that run those antivirus programs. They're up there with those Bitcoin fucking rug pull efforts, you know? People trying to kill us by stealing all of our money and shit. Demon bankers in the temple. And I was like, Kaspersky, Symantec, all those fucking assholes. They're dirty as the day is long. They're not good people. Dirty. dirty
Dirty
nerds using software to harm people and really just making good people look really fucking bad. The world will not trust nerds if we use software to steal money from fucking people. And that's Kaspersky. I think they've always been a security risk. It is unfortunate. I don't know why they're like that. But yeah. So I want to return this to tab for a second because I have kind of a problem in this mob. I have to like focus or he'll kill me. Okay, so my drain is on good cooldown. I want to bind him. Where's my bind? It's like control 7, okay. Now we're going to run dots, I think. Yeah. As many that won't break the bind as I can get, or the sleep. I don't have gravity, which kind of sucks. So, but anyways, so yeah, and we're gonna get out the old paddle and start paddling up the school canoe. That's a paddling. Staring at me while I teach. That's a paddling. Being a giant fucking ant. That's a paddling. Drain.
Your skill has increased.
Shit hurts so much. Fucking dumb. Okay, time to run the rotation and kill this idiot. And I can sleep him if he fucks with me, so. Yeah! Nice chunk of his health bar. Let's go. Oh. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, run a shadow. Disengage. We'll have to do a whole other cycle with him, but that's all right. Wait, did you cast blind? Oh yeah, you did. So okay, do I have stun? No, I don't. But I do have sleep 1. Try that first. That's okay. Now wait for the swing on the up roll. Cast. Oh no, you resisted. Oh no, did I? Oh, I dotted him. Right. So I guess I have to paddle. Or no, I'm just gonna run my 2 hour now because this is starting to get scary. Monofont, Elemental Seal. Start running like the craziest spells that you can that are like Yep. And we'll do this one. Yes, Stone Go 2, Stone Go 2, Stone Go 3. Go. Kill him. Yes. Okay, good. Now, run like arrow 3 or arrow 2, something fast. Yeah, kill him. Yeah, fuck you, Ant. Die. See, that gives me a sense of accomplishment. All the bosses in all of the Souls games couldn't make Skycat a happy gamer, but that mob makes me happy when I kill it. All the bosses in Elden Ring put a frown on my face, and I thought it was terrible band design, right? But that mob makes a smile on my face when I kill it. All the bosses in Elden Ring combined couldn't put a smile on my face. I'm done with band bosses. Fuck that shit. I was like, it's easy to return this DLC.
Persons, and an undue risk of subversion of or sabotage to the integrity and operation of information and communications in the United
I have to change
States.
my
in particular,
other
there is a significant risk of harm to the integrity and operation of the ICTS and ICTS supply chain in the U.S. So this might sound like flashy words, and the whole red strip of actual stuff they used is obviously designed to hammer it in that you shouldn't be using this organization software. Now, Kaspersky is a Russian multinational cybersecurity company.
They're Russian? They're Russian? I mean, well, I assume from Kaspersky that they were making a reference to Kaspersky. Or whatever, you know, but I guess not. Kasparov, right? Kasparov. I thought they were making a reference to. I thought it was a white English nerd. Honestly, English would have been my peg. I would have guessed white English nerd who liked chess, who thought that Kasparov was a really good chess player. And I always thought that was how he got the name Kaspersky, is I out chess the Trojans or whatever. I always thought that was what the branding was. But no, they're just actually Russian. And they're probably really bad black hats. Now that's racist, but I'm not making that assumption based off their country or their race or any of that stuff. I'm making a statement that like anybody who runs fucking antivirus programs are probably black hat. Nothing to do with their race or their country. I like Russian people. Got no issue with their country at all, honestly. I have an issue with their government. I don't have any issue with their country or their people or their race or any of that stuff. I love those people, whatever. So, but I do have an issue with black hats who use software to make white hats look bad and steal from basically people's grandmas. The only people stupid enough to fall for this stupid shit is people's grandmas. So these shitty black hats, we definitely hate them in this community. Fuck you guys, you know? Because it's like the only people you really ever damage is fucking like innocent people. It's so stupid.
Aren't taken too.
It's so stupid. Now, if they were to go take Kaspersky, and steal all the world's rich money and give it to the poor somehow, I would be like, oh, well, you're not black hat anymore, are you? But no, they just steal their money so they can buy children and drugs and fucking apartments and jet sets and jets and jet planes and shitty shit like this and act like they're tort lawyers with unlimited money and shit, right? And I'm sorry, but no, that's not how that works. Like not if your software is being used to circumnavigates people's safety, you know? You don't get to go do that to steal money and then go spend it on children and drugs and McMansions and shit like that. No, we say fuck you, Kaspersky, fuck you, Symantec. And by the way, that's exactly what the Symantec dude did. By the way, he moved on down to Cuba Way, I believe it was, or I don't know, I forget where it was. It was like Venezuela or something like that. Forget where he ended, where Interpol finally caught the goddamn Symantec pedophile guy. But the Symantec pedophile guy was buying underage Thai hookers or something like that from the Cuban market or wherever the fuck he was. It was disgusting, and they found him doing it, and all his shitty girlfriends that he cheated on all the time with like underage hookers and shit like this. He was just drunk and on drugs off that Symantec Norton money. Don't believe me? Go look it up on Google. It's all true. And like in that, I would imagine the Kaspersky people are no different. These are you understand how nasty this is? Why I have so much fervor for it, and why he cares so much is because they tried to tell you that they were keeping you safe. They're essentially the digital mafia. They're like the digital mafia. They sell protection, but they're actually the people that are stealing your fucking shit. They're the people that are stealing your passwords. They're selling you protection. Then when you go home at night, they break into your hard drives and shit behind your fucking back and then ransomware you and steal your credit card numbers and buy stupid ass cash cards on fucking Amazon at like 20% cash value or something. So your money's not even going towards all of their criminal money. If they steal 10 grand from you, they only make like 1,000. So if they steal $1 million from you, they're out to steal another $1 million an hour later because it's only 100 grand to them. They have to wash it all, move it in Bitcoin, flip it around into cash cards to get actual cash in their fucking hands if they're full-blown black hats like that, right? And I think Kaspersky's probably totally guilty of that.
Do it.
I think Kaspersky's just as bad as the Symantec guy. Who else was in that whole racket? It's a whole racket. They're the new digital mafia. They're not the Italians make these people like, you know, the Italians look good compared to these people. I long for a John Gotti compared to the demon Bitcoin people and the fucking demon security, demon online security people. They're, you know, because one of the reasons I really hate them is all the other 90%, right? Every time they move or steal $1 million in Bitcoin, or they exploit some back hole in Kaspersky to steal a bunch of data and use it for money and goods and blackmail and shit like that, right? Every time they do this stuff, they only get like 10% of the market value of whatever they stole. The other 90% goes to the demon bankers in the banks that are down there in the Cayman Islands. Those banks overseas, right? And so the demon bankers don't even have to fucking steal. They just help them move the money around and take 90%. And that's why all the world's rich are in Jeffrey's fucking cell phone, and it all connects. It sucks, but it is actually all connects. All the current woes with the video game industry. Why Elden Ring fucked me on the DLC yesterday or whatever, 2 days ago, whatever it is. Like that. Why From Software, an entity that I trusted for 22 years, just like Capcom, just like all these other companies like Bethesda and shit. One of the reasons they're turning around and fucking us now and selling us their reputation is because it all connects. Also, the demon bankers get to pull 90% off of those Sony PlayStation hacks, those infamous Russian Sony PlayStation hacks and stuff. If you don't think Sony's in with that, you're an idiot. There is no such thing as privacy or security on the internet, and that's where all of these garbage crab people live.
The thing about it is
there's no security or privacy on the internet. I will not have anybody talk about that anymore. There's no antivirus. There's reformatting. I can kill Trojans by destroying software hooks and changing registry stuff and killing processes and making sure it doesn't reach the firmware or anything like that. I can kill Trojans. I've always been able to do that. That's easy. Why would you bother? You could just go goddamn reformat. That's the other thing. It's faster. You ever try to kill a Trojan? You have to figure it out, figure the file string, figure out the weirdness, begin to battle it. It usually copies itself. It's so fucking stupid. It moves to another file. You got to catch that. And if you're not good at it, it probably wins. I'm good at it. I'm going to get it in the end. It might take me an hour or something, chase it around to where its source code is. It's copying everything or whatever. But I'll get that Trojan in the fucking end. But the difference is the hour that I spend doing that, why would you do that? Doing all that heartache and all that stupid shit when you could just install Linux or reinstall Windows. Just reinstall the OS. It takes I think I clocked it last time I did it. It was 28 minutes and 50 seconds on this 4.6 gigahertz CPU processor. It's not even shit time anymore. So I don't want to hear about internet security or all these black hats fucking us in the ass anymore. There is no internet security or privacy. That's the worst lie. There's only I'm sorry, but there's been 3 terrible lies, like Nine Inch Nails, right? There's been 3 terrible lies in mankind's history, right? The Hiroshima bomb, right? With the American government lied to the American public. They didn't lie. They obfuscated until the bomb had dropped. They didn't tell us it was happening. If the public had known, we probably would have rioted in the streets and probably killed the rich. If we had actually known, we probably would have just stormed the White Palace and killed the rich. Nobody wanted to just drop a bomb on Japan. No, I don't think so. We weren't fighting Japan, remember? It was Hitler. We let them hit Pearl Harbor. The rich let them hit Pearl Harbor. But and they all kibitz for that because the Americans are just not that dumb. But the American rich are, So yeah, and I love talking truth. This is all truth. It's not conspiracy theories and stuff. This is all matter of record and shit. Aristotle and Nasus and all this. So anyways, so now we're in the modern age, and so what's the second lie? First big lie is the Hiroshima bomb. It's not a lie, it's an obfuscation, but I consider those to be the same thing, right? Terrible lie, right? I always thought that was kind of what Trent was singing about, terrible lie, but it's kind of like, I won't get you pregnant is probably the terrible lie, right? There's a couple terrible lies that people tell. The first one was the Hiroshima bomb. The second one is Osama bin Laden. And the third one is privacy and security on the internet. We're talking doozies here. We're talking World War lies. First one we're talking World War lies, right? World War I was actually World War II, and we somebody attacked Moscow back in 1650, but we don't really know who. And then World War I was really World War II. World War II was actually World War III. Now we're in World War IV, and it's the privacy and security online thing, right? And all 3 of those nasty, nasty lies, right? From the first one, the Hiroshima bomb, the second one being 9/11 Osama bin Laden, and the third one is all of these shitty Bitcoin not demon bankers, but black hats working as the demon slaves of all of the demon bankers rich people. all the demon banker rich people, right? They work as theft slaves. They steal on the black market with credit card theft and backdoors and ransomware and Pegasus and all this other stupid shit that Palantir does to sell to world governments, right? They do all this kibitzing shitty black hat shit, right? And then they tell you that there's a program that protects you, like Windows Defender or Kaspersky or Symantec or I mean, really, what protects you? Nothing. Your cell phone isn't even safe. There is no privacy or safety or security on the internet, and that is the third big lie, and it is right in line with the other three. It's a really big obfuscation. Notice the three patterns, right? The obfuscation of the launch of the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima is an obfuscation lie, right? Second one is the Osama bin Laden obfuscation lie to protect the Republican Party for being murdered in the streets for killing 3,000 U.S. citizens and telling us some dude we never heard of before did it all. And then the third one is Kaspersky and Symantec and all of the world's black hats working in league with the Bitcoin bankers and the demon bankers to cause bank crises, sound familiar? And COVIDs and all kinds of nasty AIDS and all the shit that happens when Pandora's box has been opened, and all of the black warriors and the demon slayers, sorry, the not demon slayers, but the demon thrall pits begin producing demon credit card thieves to just wander the earth, stealing wantonly and selling it to demon bankers for 10 cents on the dollar, and they take it home and they laugh all the way to the fucking bank and they spend it on the lobby to make sure that the rich always stay rich. And I'm sorry, but it all connects. I know it sounds like I'm Kevin Costner saying back into the left, but these are simple things that can't be verified by Google searches and proven in a court of law. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, you cannot prove Pearl Harbor. You cannot prove that well, I don't know what would have happened if they had actually told us about Hiroshima, but I suspect we probably would have threatened to hang them. I don't know. I don't know what we would have done if the government has said, "Hey, we're just gonna nuclear bomb now." I think the country would have probably made attempts on their lives before letting that happen. We've made movies about it. Do you remember Doctor Strangelove? I love Stanley Kubrick, pretty much the greatest director ever made. My favorite director is actually Mike Clattenburg, which is weird because he's a television director. But after him would be Stanley Kubrick, and then third would be Wes Anderson. And so. No, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, Wes Anderson's fourth, but the third one would be the Coen brothers, right? Coen brothers would be the third one, and then Wes Anderson. Can't diss the Criterion Collection. Can't diss Wes Anderson. Buster Scruggs, and Royal Tenenbaums and all that stuff, right? So yeah. So anyway, so I'm dropping bombs of truth on the channel. Any of these nerds would tell you the exact same thing that I told you. Now they're just too scared to. They have money. The rich got to them. They're too scared to do it. I always thought they'd shoot me with a high-power rifle from across the street like John Lennon. I thought it would be a badge of honor. Like the CIA would come fucking slay me for dropping truth bombs. I would think that would be a great way to die, honestly. If I just disappear, guys, if I'm ever shot by a high-power rifle, it's either my stalkers or the CIA. I swear to God. And so here we go. And I knew this. I knew Kaspersky and Symantec were dirty by 2003 or something like that. So understand, one of the reasons the demon bankers are so bad is I had 300 credit score by the age of 19, and I never had a credit card. I never had it. I mean, I didn't even really have a bank account. I just had 300 credit score out of nowhere for no reason, just off of like 2 bad credit reports on some insufficient fees and stuff, right? And that's how most of America was too. That's what they did to all of America. Why is that bad? Well, because you never ever truly conquer the problem of your finances your whole fucking life if you can't get a loan to buy something, to go do something like start a business or whatever. And that's how they fucked an entire generation and the three past it. And the kids know now not to even work because the rich people just steal all the work and the money. It's kind of like hungry hippos, right? We're the little white balls that go down on the plate, and all the rich people are like, ha 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 ha. So we don't even want to get on the board. I think the kids are smart. They don't even want to be on the board. I tell people all the time, be your own boss. If you have a boss, you're the rich people. Have fun with that money, I guess. It's like
things for virus investigations.
Because I've known this since 2003 when I realized that no antivirus program had worked for me for 2 years or something like that in any way or form, and it was just bogging my computer down. I finally had to make this decision to stop slaving away with antivirus programs way back in 2001 or 2 or something like that. Way long ago. Like pretty much like as the internet hit, I stopped fucking with antivirus. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And so now, and I've not had a problem since. I've never had. Now I have my info stolen when PlayStation sold all of our info to these black hats because Sony's in line with them. All the rich are. They run all those shitty. That's why GameStop's so funny. Is all the nerd gamers like me can take advantage like of these demon bankers left and right. That kid who did the GameStop stock thing. I don't want to ever kibitz with stocks like that, you know. But oh, did I get a party? Yo, you want to rep me? Yes, please. Yes, please.
Incoming towel.
I got a party. Yay! I'm gonna get to shoot things with my black mage. I'm gonna get to pew pew things with my black mage. I'm gonna get to pew pew with my black mage. I'm a Final Fantasy fanatic. It's my favorite thing to do, almost. Final Fantasy 11 after sex. It's my favorite thing to do, almost. Play Final Fantasy 11 after sex. I've done it before, have you? You've never lived till you play Final Fantasy 11 for 13 hours after fucking your girlfriend in the ass. You ever done that before? Anyways, I'm kidding. I don't generally do that. I've done it, but I don't generally do it. So you said H. Oh, did I pass these people? No. I should have gotten a chocobo, huh? That kind of sucks. I guess I could get a chocobo. It's by the zone, huh? Yeah, I'll have to zone to Rebeo. That's alright. I should technically at least run Tonko and hope that nothing aggroes. No, I'm doing this wrong. I will die, probably. I can't really do this. I need to definitely get some protection. You know, I think I'll just run to them. He doesn't care. I don't think this guy cares. I'm gonna just run to them. Going all the way into Rebeo is like pretty much the exact same thing as just running to them, you know? I think it is kind of, because it's like you have to go all the way in. I don't know. Should I go to Rebeo? I did drop the meds. I think I'll go to Rebeo. It's going to be expensive. I'm going to turn on the music now since I get some RP. We're going to do some Final Fantasy RP. Going to focus on that now. I love Final Fantasy. Or whatever. I didn't know what part of the song I was in. I thought it was the high part, but it was the low part. Dun, 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 no, 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 no. Ah, can't move. I love Rebeo. This is like one of my favorite places in the world. In all of existence. Rebeo. Such a vibe. Okay, so... I got an XP party on my black mage. Got it on my black mage. I got a party on my mage. I got a party on my black mage. I'm gonna pew pew shit. I'm gonna kill some shit. Yo.
Incoming party invite. Incoming emote. Incoming emote.
God, I love Black Mage XP. It's so good. It's so good. God, I love Mage. It's a shame I used my 2 hour right before I got in the party. I didn't know how long the XP would be. Oh no, my gear is missing. Oops. Oh, I can't.
Your skill has increased.
No.
Your skill has increased. Your skill has increased.
Good party. I'm gonna flag right back up again. Badass. Great party. I loved it. It got me back in the flow, and and it was like almost like a primer. It's like a primer for when I go back to burn. Good primer burn party. Get me all my macros fixed and in sync. Get my timers and everything fixed, and yeah. Okay, so we flag up and go back to do Black Mage stuff. I didn't die, even though I came down to 100 HP. Not bad. 10 out of 16K. Not too bad. Okay, I think my eagle has been flying for a long time, which is insane. But I mean, oh well.
Active. Connecting.
I love my ship in space. I'm such an idiot. I had a friend distract me. It's kind of funny.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so going to I don't know where I'm going. I don't know. I'm going back to Kuzats, and it's nice because it's like such a fast ride. It's like I can just click a button and I'm at the camp. I'm gonna do goblins like this until I can't anymore, and then I'll move to Farragundi and I'll do dark elementals. Right now I like goblins because they suicide, which is actually really helpful sometimes. It just ends the fight when you think you might be losing, you know? They just suicide and it's over. I like goblins. They're my favorite mobs. Always have been. Goblin Bomb is both a blessing and a curse, because it's like, it hurts you, but it hurts them sometimes really bad too. It'll do like 40% of their bar in Final Fantasy 11. That's a lot. You know, that's a, yeah. So here we go. I finally got my eagle done. I'm gonna turn off the repetitive music here and go back to the SOG video now. I can focus a little bit better now that I'm not an XP party. We're gonna go back to the Black Mage grind here. Gotta.
In fact, if anything, they're a pretty massive company. It's just that they're headquartered in Russia, and given recent political situations, I really feel like that is the actual tipping point for what is banning one of the largest antivirus providers out there.
Yeah, Russia has nothing to do with it. Honestly, I think any idiot American trying to say that is a fucking idiot. Russia has nothing to do with their black hat greed. It's just greed. It's pure greed. They're selling secrets to world governments. They have demon bankers. They have legions of credit card thieves selling to them at 90% rate, you know, and all this. And they're just stacking the money in their demon banks in the Caymans. And I'm sorry, but like you can't just point the finger at Russia and China. That's racist. It is actually quite literally the world's greed has just got out of hand. It crosses gender lines, it crosses racial lines. There's no finger to point here. It's just a lot of people fucking, you know, butt raping and stealing, you know. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah. It's really bad. It's very bad. We got thieves and demons in the temple and demon Bitcoin bankers and, you know, fucking rich, you know, fucking child diddler peddlers and all these crazy fucking forms of Pandora's box and, you know, Io and the gadflies and all this or EO, IO, I always forget how you say it. EO or IO and the gadflies and all this. It's like humanity is now being is now being stung by bees as we're being like you know, the bees are like stinging us across the desert like Io. It's a veritable, almost biblical tale. It's not, I'm not talking about religious stuff. I'm talking about like just when greed takes over mankind. I think all the religions use Satan and hell and, you know, whatever nasty things to describe it essentially, but all hell really is when mankind's greed goes completely unchecked. And if you ever look at apes or monkeys, I don't have enough mana. If you ever look at apes or monkeys, right? When they get in a big pack and say like they're sitting by a grape tree or something, and a bunch of grapes fall. I don't know if you ever seen like primates like see a bunch of grapes fall kind of thing. They'll all go fighting for it. They don't care. It's almost a social positive thing for the whole fucking pack of monkeys to go fighting for the same fucking bunch of grapes. It's good when there's not 7 billion fucking monkeys all trying to steal the same grapes. And stockpiling grapes as far you know, as high as Scrooge McDuck can fill in the vault, you know? Where's my fucking phone? I can't go all night tonight, can I? I don't think I can. I'll have to stop at like 4 in the morning because I have to do a lot of stuff tomorrow. I have to do all kinds of stuff in the yard and all this on Sunday.
Now, of course, it doesn't mean you can't buy other antiviruses, right? There's plenty of other options. Like McAfee, God rest his soul, you can buy award-winning antivirus software for 44 buckaroos a month.
$44 a month? Jesus fucking Christ. That's like a Comcast bill. I bet you better get a little sucky with that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, like, that is like prostitute type money. That is not a crappy piece of shit software that steals your information from you. That is not that kind of money. You see how really crooked they fucking are? Honestly, I've known people who have sold blowjobs for less than that. Like, I'm sorry, but like, really, like, that is insane for a crappy piece of software that is literally a bad fucking piece of malware. You can just see the demon bankers spreading those cheeks and all the black hat software people, all the white nerds who should fucking know better than to fucking engage in this sort of Sodom Gomorrah fucking ass rape in the end times when we can't really handle it. Because the only people they really harm is like Granny, you know? It's weird. It's like all the world's thieves targeted the weak. And now it's like an open season, like blood frenzy. It's disgusting.
By the way, can I just start off by saying this is always disgusting to me. I get that it's introductory pricing for new customers, but there's no way $120 you're just axing off over half of the price, even for new people to jump in. So of course, if you look at it, tons of these softwares provide like all these extra features.
My God, that is a lot of money. And this shit doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. If you go to those porn sites and those Bitcoin sites, you sit around on dark web or you download the wrong torrent or whatever, right? That shit won't help you. That shit won't help you at all. That shit is the goddamn torrent rat, you know? That shit is the torrent rat. It's the rich people's torrent rat. Every black hat in the fucking world has a torrent fucking rat, you know, or whatever, not torrent, but I'm sorry, but has a rat tunnel, and this is the rich people's rat tunnel. It is. It's the one that they use legally, you know, to just fuck the entire world. It's disgusting. It's base. You know, fuck these guys.
Scanning like the good old days, okay? They're giving you shit like
get all CTA mad about something else, guys. Get mad about something else. Get mad about something else, guys, because it sucks. They've been spreading the cheeks like way too much now, and now we're starting to get kind of hurt. It's not too good, you know. Now you don't seem to be doing anything. Oh, right, because I'm on that thing there. I want you to stun, and I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna just run the rotation in the hopes that it kills him, you know. Yup, that one hurts. That one did not. That's okay. I can sleep him if I need to. It's fine. I think. Yeah, I can sleep him if I need to. Damn it. Damn it. No. No, I want drain. There you go. Did you interrupt? You did. Go. There. Better. I should True Strike just to kill him, I think. I don't know. There. Yeah. It was the wise move. God damn it, it comes down to the wire sometimes because the spells are RNG, so they'll get resisted just like a Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a dice roll. It's exactly the same thing. It's like a 6 dice roll. They've even said what the dice are. It's like 2 6 dice. And so, like, yeah, if that fucking goblin rolls a bunch of 12s, it doesn't matter how much higher you are. He'll kill you. Sometimes 20 levels lower, too. It doesn't matter. If they roll good dice, they'll fucking kill you. It doesn't matter. This game has a deceiving element to it where it looks incredibly easy. You're just like auto-swinging and stuff. But no, if the mob gets its rolls, you are fucked like Dungeons and Dragons. You're going to lose. He'll crit four or 5 times in a row for 190 health on an 800 health bar. And you're like, what? It's been 8 seconds. And you turned around and did 60% of my bar in a 7.5 minute fight. You turned around and spent 6 seconds and you've done 3/4 of my bar. And the game's like that. It'll just suddenly, the goblin will just roll his 12s, right? I believe it is 2 6 dice, if I recall. I believe it is. And like, yeah, and so the goblin gets his 2 12 rolls 4 times in a row for some reason, and you're dead. You're just dead. He crit 4 times, and then he runs a TP attack and bombs for suicide for 550. And you're like, what the fuck? This was not only enough damage to kill me, it would have been enough damage to lay out maybe half my party too. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm soloing this easy prey. No, he got his rolls. He just, he got his fucking rolls. He just got them. That's what happened,
Ransomware coverages, or straight up insurance, lost wallet support, social...
Just like D&D, just like Baldur's Gate 3, just like Larian, anything Larian does. Baldur's Gate 2 is actually a much, much better example, I would say. Although they're fairly close, I would say. Really, I don't know what the difference is between... It's like a rule set, pretty much. I think Baldur's Gate 2 is like 3.5, and I think Baldur's Gate 3 is considered like, I don't know, at least Pathfinder, if not 5 or something. I don't know what edition BG3 was, but I know that in BG2, if you're fighting a fucking goblin sapper that's got bombs, right? You're running kind of a bad gamut there a little bit, because if he rolls 20s on his fucking stabs, especially the ones that are like behind you, or like he runs behind you and then just rolls 20 on his stab and he fucking goblin shanks you for fucking like 17 damage or something, you're like, what the fuck, on like an 80 health bar? These mobs do the exact same, right? And you're like, what the fuck? I was doing fine for 7 minutes. We were doing fine. We were trading blows and healing, and the goblin didn't really get hurt that much, and I didn't really get hurt that much. We're having fun little 7-minute fight, and then suddenly RNG on those fucking dice rolls just suddenly rears its ugly head. It didn't rear the 3 minutes in, it didn't rear 4 minutes in, didn't rear five, didn't rear 6. So you're like close. The goblin's down to 40% or something, and you're like, man, it's been like 7 to 9 turns in D&D, or 7 to 9 minutes in Final Fantasy 11 or whatever you want to call it, and like, and the battle's gone on too long now, and I'm getting sort of nervous, and sure enough, the goblin fucking shanks you, knocks you the fuck back, so your spell gets fucking interrupted, you can't fucking do anything, and then he just rolls three crit 20s, and he's already a warrior mob, so he fucking, this is Final Fantasy I'm talking about, not D&D. I'm talking about Final Fantasy, right? He fucking rolls 3 20s on the 3 melee attacks he makes in 10 seconds or whatever. So he crits all 3 for 600 fucking damage. He goblin rushes you and he nails that one for 275 on an 800 health bar. You're already dead, but let's say you're level 75 and it's a higher level thing. Like, then you're down to like 30-40% at that point. At that point, he just goblin bombs his TP move, which you forget all about. He's been melee swinging, and he caught crits on his melee swings, and on top of it, he's a warrior mob, so if he's above level 25, he procs double attack on those crits. So it's not 400 damage, it's 500 or 600. It's like 550. So you're like, what the fuck? We've been 7 minutes trading blows for 20 damage, and then you pulled out 770 fucking damage in 5 seconds, and then you bomb me. You kill not only me, but you kill the healer and 2 other black mages because they're all paper towels to a goblin bomb. I mean, what is a mage gonna do to a fucking goblin bomb? They're just gonna get blown the fuck up, that's what. I mean, like, maybe you got a shield and it's gonna prevent fire damage, nice fire shield, and that's gonna prevent the burning aspect of the bomb, but I don't think it really stops the kinetic damage of an explosion going off at your feet. I think that goes right through the shield, I'm fairly sure. The explosion knocks you back a mile. Now, the fire might not burn you because you have a fire shield, but the explosion knocks you back like 18 feet, and usually that means you fly off a cliff or something dumb like that. Or you just die. Like, the explosion kinetic itself is just a sheer amount of damage. It isn't even fire, it's just kinetic damage. It's like what happens when, you know, when a concussion bomb goes off. It's not really like enough to kill you, it just fucking shocks you to your fucking core. And that would be considered damage in a fight, sort of, because you're stunned now. I would call it damage at that point. You're stunned. A bomb went off at your fucking feet. Your fire shield might have stopped the fire, or kinetic shield might have stopped the explosion from knocking you back. But trust me, if you have kinetic shield, you don't have fire shield, and if you have fire shield, you don't have kinetic shield. And in this game, you just get shadows, 3 shadows, and so you got 3 moves, which is 5 seconds in this game. You have 3 ticks, which is 5 seconds, like 6 seconds, I believe it is actually. It's like 6 seconds. Like, in 6 seconds, if he crits all 3 of those melees, tosses the bomb, and then goblin rushes you, or what? I mean, he wouldn't do 2 TP moves. He would goblin rush you. And, like, that's enough on a mage. That's going to do half your fucking bar on top of the 3 crits that he pulled out of his ass when he rolled 20s. And that makes you a strong player. If you know that the inevitable is that the RNGs will roll, you begin to get nervous around 50%. You're beginning to ditch. You're already like, I can't. He's just gonna crit his melees now, and I'm a paper towel mage who can't take it, and my shadows are gone, and all this other shit. And so now I'm like, you know, like, I don't know, like, I love this turn-based system with these crits and these dice rolls and stuff, because it's not like WoW where you're just running some fucking. Well, I mean, it is sort of like that, but I mean, the RNG is so strong in this game that it is like it is like D&D dice. Like, you might be casting a spell for 2 fucking hours that nails for between 220 and 375 for Raga, something like that, in an XP party, right? And then you'll hit one that's 12 damage, and you're like, what the fuck? And this won't happen often. It happens sometimes not even in the 3 hours that you're in the party. You might not even see it, right? But you realize that you just rolled a 1 on a resist. It's like Final Fantasy XI's like fucking like 11's version of D&D's. Like, you rolled a 1 on a mob that's already resisted your fire spell already. So, and on top of it, the damage that you rolled on it is a 1. So you didn't hit for 400, you hit for 16, you know? Because the mob just like is pretty tough anyways, and that's how D&D is. So it's like, you know, so you hit for like, you know, and then the dungeon master has to figure all that out, which is annoying. It's like annoying, especially when mages do stupid stuff like throw shields and shit like that. That's what made WoW so famous, is they got all the shields and all that stuff on a click, so that even the buffs, so that you don't have to like go and say, I declare a prayer of fortitude on all 65 people in this raid, or whatever, 40 people in this raid, and now I declare that I roll 5 shields on the tanks that are off tanking and main tanking, and now I declare that I've got a prayer of healing queued up on the, you know. And what made World of Warcraft so fucking popular was that you didn't have to do I declare or Final Fantasy 11 or EverQuest version of, okay, I'm casting a spell, it'll take 15 seconds and it does maybe 1 fucking 25th of the bar. And now gonna cast 17 more of those to kill this mob. So yeah, it is an 11-minute fight. And I mean, that's D&D. That's Final Fantasy 11. It's where the true RPG skill is. And it's why I always look for people like Ninja on Final Fantasy 11. Ninja is on this server. Let's go see if he's on currently. He might not be, because this server kind of drop pop. But yeah, no, Ninja's not on, but he plays on this server. I've seen him many times for a year, almost every day. Like, I think he's kind of dropped off now, but for a while there, I think he needed Final Fantasy 11. I'm talking about that Fortnite Ninja. He's up in here. He's sponsored by this crew. He's got his own skin, all that shit. And I was so jealous of that. I was like, God damn it! Why does this Fortnite kid get a Final Fantasy 11 character, a fucking Final Fantasy 11 skin on Horizon, when I'm the motherfucker named Skycat? You know, I'm so jealous of that. I'm not jealous of his Fortnite or his skills or anything. I don't give two living shits about that. I'm jealous that he got something on Final Fantasy 11 that I don't have, because I've got more than he's got. He's rich, but because they gave him a lot of stuff. I'm rich because I've done this a really long time, but that's okay. You know, I wouldn't really recommend doing 11 that much for a long time. It's a very solitary sort of... I mean, it has a lot of parties, but it's also kind of a solitary solo game, too. It's like a very kind of autistic game in a lot of ways. So I wouldn't really recommend Ninja, somebody who's clocking that kind of money with that kind of interest, really wasting his time on it, frankly. It doesn't have the interest, frankly. I wish they were remastered, though, because, you know, that would be just fucking amazing. I wish they would remaster this game. I could die a happy gamer if they would stop being so shitty to us. I don't want this game to die. And I don't even play retail, because they lock me out of my account. Fucking assholes. I hate Square Enix now. I mean, I love them, but I also hate them. Just like From Software, just like Blizzard, just like Capcom. I love but hate these people now. They fuck me so bad. From Software, I'm sorry, Square Enix fucked me so bad. So bad. Go, cast. What are you not doing? What do you mean no MP? Alright, fine. Well, I don't know. Does it matter? Let's just go sleep you. That's it. Who cares? I don't really want to take any damage. I'll just run a burst on you again when you're slept. Who cares? I'm learning not even to fuck with the rotation like WoW players do. Because honestly, you don't need to. You have so much control, like a Dungeons and Dragons mage, where no matter what, you're gonna sheep that motherfucker. He there's no option for it. He's gonna get sheeped if he decides to sheep you. You're sheeped. I mean, there's no. You might resist if you roll a 20 or something, but no, most times he's gonna fucking polymorph you. You know, most times in a real game, they're gonna fucking polymorph you. WoW was really nasty like that. The mage would just polymorph you and it was over for you. It was over. Then 10 dudes run up after they finally killed the healer, right? And they take out the main tank finally after they killed the healer, right? So yeah, they tell their mage to sheep the tank. What the fuck can the tank do about that? That's the reality that I grew up in, right? Where you can brag all day about how much skills you have, like Ninja or whatever. Like, you know, just, oh, you're so jelly. You know, like you can brag all day like Ninja, but see, in real games, you can't beat the RNG. So you can brag all you fucking want about how good you are about somehow dodging the rolls. But I mean, in real games, sometimes the house wins. Ninja built a career off this idea that he was not unbeatable, but just, you know, really high accuracy, really high win rate, and very consistent, right? But I mean, that's not how games are. The house always wins in true high skill games. The house always wins, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. Like, and so I don't know. I struggle with it sometimes. I'm like, I want to sleep you. Yeah, I want to target you and sleep you. It took me that whole layer of shadows to like do anything to him, but I got a lot more mana. I shouldn't run an ancient magic because I don't have enough mana, but I'm just gonna sleep him and go AFK, watch videos and shit like this all the time. So now I'm gonna get in my shuttle and I'm gonna go back to Jita. No, I'd already cloned Jump Song. Oh, no. Well, yeah, board the shuttle because you have to put on a booster, don't you? Oh, no, you have to do that here, huh? Do you have boosters? Sort by price. You didn't bring boosters here? No? I thought I brought boosters here. No? I guess I didn't bring boosters here, huh? Okay, well, let's, oh yeah, I should probably worry about this goblin now. Okay, so let's see if I can get a whole burst off on him again. Or a flood. I really like flood. It's so good. Watch this. He's going to wake up, but it's too late. It's too late for him, right? Even the mob can't beat me because this game gives you so much power, right? It's too late for him now. He literally cannot stop it. I don't think it'll kill him, but it's going to fucking hurt him really bad. Yeah, there it is, right? So now I want to drain you, which is also powerful. I'm going to drain 150 health out of his health bar and just give it to myself, which is the kind of power that they don't give in RPGs anymore. And then I can steal his mana if he was a caster. They don't give you that kind of power anymore. It's so annoying. I used to love to fucking to like mez and sleep people and fucking mana drain them and health drain them, vampiric embrace and vampiric touch and drain full drain for a whole raid and shit. Be a mana battery is what they used to call it and shit. But they don't make games with power anymore. They just want the kids to feel powerless and buy skins all day and support the rich rather than actually good game developers. You know, it's annoying. I don't want to complain anymore. Let's let him do it. Let's let him do it.
Privacy manager and personal data cleanup, where if your information is being sold by data brokers, they jump in for you to prevent that kind of shit.
Like, so how much of the last 10 minutes has this mob just been forced to stand here and wait, right? You begin to see how really powerful Black Mage is, and also just, you know, a cleric or a mage or a druid in Dungeons and Dragons and wizard, you know? Like wizard mainly, and thaumaturge, like wizard and thaumaturge or whatever, all the subclasses and stuff. Like, dude, wizard, I should replay BG3, I think. I don't know. So now what do? We drain him again. Hopefully it kills him.
Your skill has increased.
Nope. But that's okay. I have a lot of mana. So, yeah, I'm gonna paddle him to death. Fucking see how knockdown drag out fight it is. It's almost like an Elden Ring battle. You know, they don't make good difficulty like this anymore, where it feels like you're making progress all the time if you just stick with it. But the minute that you don't do something or you miss the slow cue of what you needed to do, you're dead. You're just dead. The mob kills you. If you didn't get those shadows up, if you didn't get the sleep out, if you let him crit you 3 times out of nowhere and then bomb you. Like something about this game that even D&D doesn't have is the mobs in this game, the longer they're on you, they build tech points just like you do. So like in D&D is not like that. The longer a mob is on you in D&D is probably really bad because they're just taking damage on you, but they don't get a multiplier. In this game, it's kind of like a multiplier. The longer the mob is meleeing you, the shorter the fuse is to the dynamite 1000 TP move that he's going to use on you. Most likely Goblin Bomb, which not only erases all 3 of your shadows, but it also like reses your raid. It'll kill a whole party from full health. It's a terrible AoE. Most times it chunks the entire party for like half their bar, if not 3/4. And so and so there's their melee attacks like average RPGs that you're just dodging like WoW and stuff. But in Final Fantasy, they're also limit breaking. The mobs limit break. Every mob in this game limit breaks, and the limit breaks are fucking nasty. They're like fucking nasty. They're like all of the Final Fantasy abilities that you've always heard of before. 1,000 Needles will fuck you in the fucking ass. It's not only gonna fuck you, it's gonna fuck your friend and another person for 3/4 of all 3 of your bars. If you don't give it all 3/4 of all 3 of your bars, it will just one-shot you. So 1,000 Needles is not a fucking joke. It will literally 10,000 Needles is not a joke. You know, it'll res whole alliances of 18 fucking people. I've seen it many times. And so in that kind of difficulty, it's not some raid boss in WoW. It's just the mob rolled a 20 and then he limit braked right after he crit both of his melee swings inside of 5 seconds. He did 400 damage there because he's a double attack warrior mob. So he double swings on a proc like warriors and or whatever, barbarians or whatever in D&D. And so he double swings on a proc, which is like way too much damage anyways because he's a 2-hand warrior swinging on you and he's a goblin and shit. And then so he crits both of his auto swings, which is just bad news for you because that's free for him, you know. So then after that, after he's attacked you for double what you thought he was going to do, he immediately goblin bombs that millisecond. I'm talking the next move. He just goblin bombs and he's like, fuck it, I'm either going to kill you or me or both of us. And I've always really liked that. And it does often kill him. It'll often kill him more than it will you. But I love that kind of reality in a game. They don't do it anymore. They just want the kids to buy skins and slow grind and swipe. And the first question the kids ask is how much do you have to swipe and can my computer run it, you know? And that's fucking sad, frankly. It's a sad state of affairs.
So if you go to Kaspersky, right, they're actually selling you these options where it's like, hey boys, every single package we have, 61% off. You know, after 4 or 5 years of looking into this stuff for cybersecurity videos, what's insane about it is they always fucking have a sale.
Always.
They're always
It's
60%
exactly
off.
like Plex on Eve, because they stole the idea of Plex on Eve and just ran with it. When they saw what Eve was doing with Plex and how they run sales in and out every single time, because a bunch of these people play Eve. The world's cultural elite, I'm sorry, the world's not cultural elite, the world's intelligentsia elite play Eve. It's like their premier game. They always write theses and shit when they're playing this game. They, you know, it's stupid. It's like the smartest people I've ever met on the planet are Eve players. It's actually kind of weird. It's community I don't trust, because they're as intelligent, or if not more intelligent than me, and that's rare in this world. I walked through my real life for so long and didn't see that kind of reality, you know. But I do see it in the Eve. It's fucking annoying. They're like, a stupid person wouldn't really be willing to play Eve, I don't think, because the smart people are all sitting there in droves on the market, in the scams, in the hypernet, in the parties, even in the corpse, trying to screw you out of your fucking ISK however the fuck they can. And so they'll just run game on you even when you're trying to buy ships on the market and shit like that. And so stupid people don't do well on Eve. It's kind of funny. And so and so when CCP, who are like some of the smartest nerds in the scene, they built the MMORPG scene as it currently stands. When they do something like sell Plex on a 3 to 5 day rotation in a store, so it always seems like it's on sale, but it's never when you need it, right? But it is on sale when you really desperately need it, right? And it's a really funny little like thing, but it works. You know, it does work. I'm gonna stun him. I'm gonna drain him. Drain him, please. Please drain him. Thank you. And then I want to see, if I don't do these things, he will get his crits and his Goblin Bomb, and he will waste me. It's coming up. I mean, his TP is not high. He already used it. He used it to Goblin Smash me, right? But you can see his TP build. Oh, no, that's his percentage. You can't see his TP, but yeah, like his TP is building and you never know what it is. And that's what's so scary about it. Like, it scares me so much more than an Elden Ring last boss. It's so much more scary. It feels much more honest, too. He might throw his 20. Just like D&D, he really will throw his 20. I'm scared of it right now. I keep talking because I'm kind of scared that he's going to throw the 20 now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's see if it kills me. Oh, no. He rolled a 50 on it. He rolled a 10, not a 20. If he rolled a 20, he would have wasted me. I now need to sleep him or die. So I have to get away from him. My melees will wake him up. But it's over for him now. It's over. It's done. All I have to do is sit down. Oh, first I get the shadows, right? Then I sit down, just like any good D&D mage, or even honestly any good WoW mage. I mean, I play good mage too. Like a good mage is about CCP, crowd control, production. You get where EVE Online got their name from? Crowd control, production. It's what good players do. Bad players just take the hits and die, right? I could have just died to the gob right there. I think a bad would have. But no, I was like, oh, I can just sleep him, and if he fucks with me, I'll stun him. And he can't hurt me because I have 3 shadows up, so he has 3 full melee swings. Probably probably more, because he'll miss at least one of those blows, probably, because I'm a dodgy mage. And so then, you know, and I realize now that I suss out every Final Fantasy XI battle, kind of like how Magic players suss out Magic and chess players play out chess. And I like Final Fantasy XI the best because it has the best rolling D&D system I've ever experienced. And it's so hard to even illustrate this to anybody. You have to be kind of a master in it, and you have to be able to talk about it, which is extremely difficult. Like, I could pull a bunch of trigonometry for you guys, if you like, about Final Fantasy XI's attack bonus. You know, it literally, some people have written theses on it. I'm not kidding. I can show you the evidence here. Once I kill the gob, I'm gonna slaughter him with a big spell here. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Oh, I will. I've got enough health. He can't do it. He can't swing long enough to stop this, I don't think. Maybe. In which case, I'll just stun him and sleep him and do it again. See, so now he might land arrows, but those aren't going to interrupt me. That'll interrupt me. The melee hit will probably interrupt me. But no, I cast it for too long. See, another thing about Black Mage in this game that's different from D&D is if you go like 80% of your cast power, the Final Fantasy XI Game Master does not want you to be interrupted. If that is not true of almost every other fucking game. Like, you cannot be interrupted by anything. If your cast bar in this game is gone for 72%, you can't be interrupted. I mean, you can be slapped. I'm sorry, you can be interrupted in the form of a crowd control, but you cannot be kicked or you can be stunned and slapped, but you cannot be like you cannot be melee interrupted, which is a really bad problem in this game. If the bar gets to 72%, which is what I did on an ancient magic spell that takes 15 seconds to cast, I got 13 seconds through it, and you hear how long it takes me to describe what I did and all the little stages and stuff, kind of like a Magic the Gathering game. That is why I believe that Final Fantasy XI is the greatest game. And I could write a thesis about it, and I could do a YouTube video and stuff. But the problem is, nobody wants to play this 20-year-old dinosaur game, so why would I waste my time?
But that being said,
and this is why I hate Square Enix. They locked me out of my main account, so I can't play retail. I will not rebuild a new account on retail. I spent goddamn 10 years on my retail account. I will not disgrace myself by fucking leveling another account. I already tried that. It's just not as good as Horizon. It's just not. So yeah, I left the retail scene of Final Fantasy XI, which means that to me, Final Fantasy XI is by all intents and purposes completely fucking dead like Terra. But I mean, like, it's not though. Retail's still going strong at $15 $15 a month. It has about 60,000 subs, more than New World. More than New World. This game from 2003 has more subs than New World, and always will. You know.
these are first year prices.
It always will. And so I don't know why they let this die, but not New World. You know, it's fucking weird. I resent Yoshi P. I think he kind of resents that we stuck around on this game and didn't move to Final Fantasy 14. But I mean, 14 is inferior to this game. 14 is WoW. WoW and 14 are not as good as Dungeons and Dragons or EverQuest. They're just not. Or Final Fantasy 11. They're just not. They're just not as fundamentally like WoW is not as fundamentally good as old school RuneScape, because old school RuneScape lets you actually do things. WoW, probably the best thing you can do is maybe a sheep. Maybe like the crowd control production, really, which is a 5-second interruption of the battle. Now if I sleep a mob in this game, he can be like, if I run like let's run a timer here and see how long this mob has slept for. I'll run a clock. It's kind of funny how much power Mage actually has in this fucking game. Let's run a timer on how long I can run a crowd control on a mob my level. It's like kind of crazy. I'll run the elemental seal. And I'll run I'm tempted to run the elemental seal on the flood, but I won't. Now, I have 2 sleep 2s, which makes no sense. Why is that happening? I didn't even see it. So now we start the clock, which is here. We'll lose by a couple of seconds, but it's like a time, not a timer, but not an alarm, but a stopwatch. Here we go. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, we lost about 5 seconds there. We'll add 5 seconds. It was about flat 5 seconds, I think. And now we just go sit, get the shield up, the arcane shield, basically, that stops all damage altogether for like 3 hits, because Mage dies otherwise. Mage does not even have armor most of the time. They're like walking around in linen because they can't be weighed down by anything. They need to be able to run because like all they do is range. So they need to be able to run from anything that wants to kill them in short range. All that shit went to the wayside with World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy fucking 14. Proof that the rich people want the video game industry to die like everything else in the world.
I'm not here to talk about prices for antivirus software. What I will say for the record is, as I've discussed before, I don't use any antivirus software. I think buying this kind of stuff is honestly a redundancy. If you need to check any file usually, I think things like VirusTotal are great, where you can just drop any file that you find a little sus.
Yep.
And just effectively see through all of the
my tool for this has always been Hijack This, which if you can still get your hands on a copy of Hijack This, it'll kill any Trojan. Doesn't matter what the rat is. Rat bastards think they're better than me. No, they've been sucking dick all their fucking lives and not working on themselves and worrying about me instead of themselves. So now what? I guess I run the rotation. Yeah.
Possible antivirus engines if a file is clean or not, or if there's a whole bunch of false positives. buying an antivirus in 2024 is like paying a company to install effectively a big-ass rootkit on your system, and you actually trust...
Hear him say it? I said it first, didn't I? Before this 5-hour-old video. I did his entire dissertation before I heard it, didn't I? I knew exactly what the fuck he was going to say. I'm not stupid. These people have been trying to fuck me all my life. You know what I'm good at? Not getting... No, I'm just kidding. I am actually pretty good at getting laid.
Trusting that company. So one of the reasons why this...
But I am good at not getting fucked over, is the phrase I was looking for. I'm good at not getting fucked over.
...has been banned is not...
It's not a challenge. It's just, you know, it's the way that the community bred me to be.
Not just because it is Russian...
Didn't get too fucked on drug deals like everybody else I knew, you know? I was not raised that way. I tell them up front, we can do business if you can do this. If you can't, then we're done. Bye. Plenty of fish in the sea.
Your skill has increased.
Now, so I want to sleep you. Please untarget. Please untarget. Please untarget. You will not untarget. I need you to untarget. You are not untargeting. Thank you. Need you to target. Haha. It's over for you now, Goblin. Yep, I'll take the health and the shields and stuff just so I can definitely make sure he doesn't toss the bomb the next hit and just waste me, right? So the shadows will mitigate some of the bomb, but not much of it, and it eats all 3 of the shadows, which is very bad because any single target hits coming in, you take. And in mage taking single target hits, you don't have long. You got like maybe 3 or 4 of those before you're just dead. So, like... You know, it's wiser to just hedge your bets and sit there for 65 seconds like this than it is to try and gamble with him on the Goblin Bomb. And I'm going to open up Flood pretty much the second I get it. Like, how much is Flood? I can't remember. It's like, I'm going to start remembering all the mana and stuff now, too. So, Flood is 368 mana. I forgot it was that much. Jesus Christ. Freeze is a better spell for me right now than Flood is, because this eats like 1/5 of my, or 1/4 of my mana. This eats 1/5. So, I'm going to start casting only Freeze. But I can, the minute I get Freeze, I'm just going to waste him because it'll decisively end this battle. And that's how you actually play video games. You don't really ever give them the fucking chance, kind of. You just don't really give anything the chance to, like, even remotely kill you. You know, you just don't give them the chance if you can help it. And that's the real difference between skill. It's not shotgun monkeys or 500 wins in a row or anything like that. It's understanding that you have to hedge your bets all the time because the kill's coming pretty much all the time, whether it's PvE or PvP. You have to get out and away from it. You can't just assume you're going to be okay. He might interrupt me, which is going to piss me the fuck off. I don't know how he woke up that goddamn fast, frankly. Nope. Got my 72%, 742 damage cleared, done. Beautiful. Also, I think Mage gets doesn't Mage get clear casting in this game? I think it does. It's like magic skills. No, it's abilities. Oops, and then job traits, right? I have clear mind, or no, not clear mind, but I have subtle blow, all this Dungeons and Dragons stuff, right? Reduces the amount of TP enemies gain when they're swinging on you. I have resist bind. It's difficult for things to stick me down. And bind is a terrible black mage spell that usually is not resisted. It's a very, very accurate spell. Clear mind, which raises the amount of MP recovered while resting. So I'm benefiting from that right now as I speak. Stealth, which lowers your chance of just being seen. You can kind of scooch around more because you don't look like a big man in armor. You know, you can kind of stealth around outside corners of aggro radiuses and do better than even a thief, because thief doesn't get that. Some of these are thief abilities because I'm sub thief and I can't remember which ones are which, but I get dual wield, which I totally fucking spaced. I forgot that I get dual wield, which makes me a scrub. I have to go back and I have to buy another weapon. I'm terribly sorry. I totally fucking spaced it. I totally fucking spaced it. Guess what, guys? I get to dual wield cool crosses like that. Fuck this shield. I'm gonna sell this shield right the fuck back. I don't want it. This shield sucks. Or actually, I don't know. It's not a bad BCNM shield, actually, if I ever have to charm anything. So I'm gonna keep it. It's a Beastmaster shield, and I have level 71 Beastmaster, so yeah. So here we are. We're gonna go to the... Oh, and I was wearing bad gear, too, because the stupid fucking level sync. There we go. And better stuff now. There, much better. Sorry, I had less int, too. So we realized that I was... I forgot that I fucked up here, and I've got to go back. I got to pop in and go get my mana back before... Because I don't want to go back right now. I just want to go back to the camp immediately. So I'm just going to deal... Like, one of the things that this game does that I really like is... You don't get your mana back unless you have mana regen, so you have to sit like EverQuest. And so one of the things I love, and I really love that because it slows things down, and all the Twitchy kids fucking fail. All the Twitchy kids that live off their knee-jerk reactions and stuff, all of them fail at this shit. They're not good strategy. They're not good at strategy at all. They don't play... I mean, they might play RTS, but overall, maybe they're good at it. But not generally. Usually you can kind of outthink people in games like this. It's kind of funny. Like, a lot of them are just trying to get an instant thrill like they do in their modern game. But that's not how real D&D works. I mean, this game's on the D&D rule set, I believe. It's not the same spells, but it's the same concepts and same execution. So there we go. I got free mana back. So getting free mana back is a really big deal as a mage because you can sit down for 10 minutes to get it back, or you can just go pop in the Mog House and fill your bar. And I do this all day because it's way easier than sitting down for 10 minutes.
Multinational software, okay? Most government agencies...
Like, I don't even know what else he needs to say. He already said it. He's made his thesis point, which is that the people that sell you internet security are actually the worst internet bad actors. They're actually the worst hackers.
Most critical...
And they're backed by Bill Gates and all that. They run with... They're the people that they eat with Wolf of Wall Street in that fucking restaurant while he beats on his chest and says, "Oh, oh, or whatever, you know? Like Matthew McConaughey, and this is one of my favorite scenes of all time. Is I've done that in restaurants before, long before that movie came out. I've done that in restaurants, just play drums on my chest and shit in Breakfast King, places like that in Denver, while I'm drunk at 4:30 in the morning smoking cigarettes. We'll be like singing punk songs and shit like that at 4:30 in the fucking morning at a restaurant. Now that's not the same thing as Matthew McConaughey doing in the fucking in the richer den, that restaurant, but like, you know, but den of iniquity, but but I mean, it's the same concept. It's the same concept, like just going nuts in a public place because you're so financially and socially liberated that it doesn't matter what you do, you know. And if they kick you out of the restaurant, you just say, "Oh, well, that sucks for you because I spend 10 grand in here every week, so okay, you really want to kick me out for making a scene and beating on my chest in the middle of a $2,000 plate restaurant, right? Okay, well, fine, then I'll just go down to Bucata Blancaccini's and patronize them, right?" And so it doesn't really behoove the world to punish rich people because the rich people spend a lot of money on the world. You understand how their capitalist system kind of protects them too? It's kind of funny. It's like such a it's a good system, but it dicks over the like 2/3 of humanity. It's a good system, but it dicks over 2/3 of humanity. We need some kind of cross hybrid system. I don't think that's like heretical to say or anti-American or something. I don't think it's. I would like some Keynesian fucking economics guys that win the Nobel Prize to come up with some economic system that isn't, you know, the lower and the middle class being victimized by the rich all the time. Is that hard? It seems like if we just gave them a hypernet or gave us a hypernet or something, you could fix it. It's like don't you guys spend all your lives working on that? Where's the progress in it in the last 50 years? You've been like the rich people have been fucking us for 60 years, but I think it's actually all just Keynesian fucking or whatever. Keynesian. I always forget. Is it Keynesian or Keynesian? I can't remember. It's like Keynesian, isn't it? It's Keys. Yeah, Keynesian or whatever, isn't it? Yeah. No, it's It's Keen. Yeah. Keynesians. I hate this word. Keynesian. Keynesian. I forget how you say it. Keynesian. Let's see how you're supposed to pronounce this word because I can't remember. It's like Keynesian. I think it is. I want you to pronounce Keynesian because I always fucking struggle with this one.
Keynesian.
Keynesian. It's like Keynesian. So we have like these people who have been sitting on tenure all of their life at MIT that should have been Keynesian us out of this economic crisis because the greed can be easily balanced. I've seen it with the hypernet. I've seen CCP do it. The greed and the scamming in EVE Online is entirely dead, and it's been replaced by a system that allows the lower and middle income players to place their goods on a market that the rich can gamble with each other on to get a lower price on something. And so they all buy shares of something. It's the same system as stock price, but we need the fucking software developers to stop fucking stealing credit card numbers and fucking over world governments and committing Palantir and fucking us all over with Promise and all this fucking octopus murder bullshit. And we need them to worry about getting us to space and getting us to Keynesian solution to our current economic American woes or British woes or any other country in the world's woes, whatever. I just know that London and America are about to get kicked in the nuts now financially. It's not too good. We're the ones that I care about, frankly. I care about Australians, Brits. I mean, I care about all the countries in the world. But I'm talking about if a world war were to start, I'd say there's about 3 that'll actually stand with us. And I guess 4 maybe. Britain, Canada, Mexico. Maybe Australia. Britain, Canada, Mexico, and Australia. That's the Amero. That's the NATO alliance now. The rest of the people, they'll sign up with us, but they are transitory because they are Europe and Russia and China and Asia. They have their own lives and their own businesses, and I do not resent them for this. Like, they may not always be our friends, some of these countries, because they have their own lives and struggles too. And so I think the world is always in some kind of power struggle, so... But now we need Keynesian fucking people who sat up at MIT all their lives with tenure just writing papers that didn't really fix any problems in America to fucking fix the problems in America. Like John Nash's General Dynamics was revolutionary, but it didn't fix the fucking capitalist greed that forces the lower and the middle class to be suppressed by the rich. And these are things that are easily systemically solved by a mathematician, believe it or not. They are not things that need to be solved by God or some religious power. They are not something that even scientists really even need to solve totally. It's mathematicians. Mathematicians need to get going, and I think a lot of people aren't really worrying about that too much anymore. And I think mathematicians sort of need to get going on a hypernet for the real world. If CCP can kill all of the scamming in EVE Online, which is the worst cesspit of fucking wretched hive of villainy, cheating, and auto files and scripting and 16 bot accounts and shit, right? It's just a wretched hive of it. Multi-boxing was originally an EVE concept, I think. Like, to be honest, I mean, they do it for all MMORPGs, but EVE Online was the one that let you do it for free. and so for 21 years now, people have had like 15 goddamn accounts if they want to, because it's all free. You can run them all trial, right? And mine all day on a crappy miner and still make $1 billion a day, right? So, and that's been like that since day one EVE in 2003, right? And so we've known scammers for 17 years. They were rampant in every aspect of the fucking game, just like real life. They steal from you all the time. Sometimes they're actually the legitimate merchant that's trying to sell you an item. But I mean, it's also a wretched fucking pirate looking to fatten his fucking pockets is going to fuck you out of every cent that he possibly can because he needs to buy ships to stay with his clan and stuff. So he has a monetary, just like real life. He's got an actual monetary monetary fucking reason to fuck you in the ass on the market, unlike every other game. The other games, they want to make money off of you, and this one, they want to fuck you in the ass on the market. They don't want you to be there, frankly, because you're the competition. They'll fuck you in the ass in every single way they possibly can to get you out of there. So for 17 years, we have rampant scams, just like we've had rampant fucking, griftonomics for like 67 years since JFK got killed. And like, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't need to be this way. If Crowd Control Productions can solve the MMORPG douchebag bot problem and all that, and legalize and all this, like, I don't know, and use Keynesian fucking gambling economics and stuff to actually fix the scamming. There's no scamming in Eve, not anymore. You can demand a high price on something and get a sucker, but you're not scamming him. You're not scamming him in Eve. You're not scamming in Eve anymore. I mean, you could try. It's legal to do, but no one's gonna fall for it now because they know that they can just go to the hypernet and instead of gambling with whatever your idiot idea is in your MLM, they can just play an honest to God gambling market where they can honest to God win an item, and that killed the scam artists. Just straight up full blown killed them. And if they can do it if CCP can do it with Eve, we can do it in real life. We can just full blown just basically incentivize the black hats to only attack bad people and only do good things. That's what the hypernet did. It incentivized people to get a 40% markup on an item that they would normally sell for 40% less by selling 8 shares to 8 different people, and one of them gets to roll. One of them wins the roll and gets to walk with the item. Either way, you get 40% more for the item, and this could work for real life too. And then this is how this should have been the American barter system. We were known for free trade in this world for 290 years till the Democrats and Republicans full-blown got rich and full-blown fucked everybody in the ass. We used to believe in free trade in this country, but no, now you can't even set up a lemonade stand without potentially getting fucking, like, gangster, demon banker, fucking Bitcoin mafia hassling you. It's actually fucking shitty. So we can solve this. It's there in the math. If CCP can solve MMO scamming and MMO theft and MMO fucking, bad actor and just bad acting, then we can do it in real life. Cause I mean, like, these are the smartest fucking criminals on the fucking planet, I would say. And if CCP can full-blown 100% stop them, we can do it in real life too. But have you heard an American politician speak about a policy other than BBB or healthcare in the last 67 years? No, we've had 2 policies in 67 fucking years. We've had cities burned down and bridges fall and all types of crazy shitty shit, and 1 in 5 kids are illiterate. But no, talking about a policy in America, that would violate the Do Nothing Congress's die-hard law of doing nothing.
Infrastructure doesn't have foreign software installed in general in regard to something this deep and invasive.
Yep.
When you install an antivirus software onto your system, it is given some of the most invasive permissions possible, because its entire job, like anti-cheat, is to detect some of the most invasive, scary viruses that hit your system.
Yep.
And each antivirus kind of, is good and bad. There's no perfect solution.
No.
But generally, Kaspersky, from my understanding and my use,
does nothing except slow your computer down. It puts all these hooks into your fucking main line, just like fucking Pegasus, just like fucking Promise. It hooks your fucking main registry in a way where it can just manipulate whatever it wants to do. You give it permission to do that, and that's what it fucking does. And then it just runs slipshot, reports everything it can back to its master, and it's a Trojan. You've installed a Trojan on your fucking computer. It bogs down your resources by 20%. It tells you it's something that it's not, like an antivirus program. It's a Trojan. Literally, Symantec is a Trojan horse company. Fucking, Kaspersky has been a Trojan horse company since 2003. Any nerd worth their salt has known that since 2003. But he has to tell the kids because the education system failed them so fucking bad that they can't read. They can't read to read books of code. They'd rather sit and play Fortnite like me all day. And I worked all my life. There's a difference. So, and I'm not dissing them. I'm saying that I'm dissing the people that are trying to take advantage of them getting better. I believe in the kids. I'm not trying to diss them at all. I believe in them getting over this. I think they can absolutely get over this. If we get all the people taking advantage of them away from them, I think they can get over this hump of 1 in 5 of them being illiterate, you know, and all this stuff. And maybe 1 in 5 of them know how to fix an oven door, is what they made fun of on South Park. Is 9/10 of America now doesn't know how to fix a broken oven door. Is like statistically true, and that's okay, but it sucks too.
Decent.
And that's not the kids' fault. That's the rich people. They stole your education, sold it to you for what is it for a bachelor's degree? $100,000. Who the fuck do you know has $100,000 for a bachelor's degree? Rich people. That's the only people. And so you get in debt all your life with student loans, and that gets you bad credit, and bad credit makes it so you can't ever get a loan. And if you can't get a loan, you can't be rich. And that's their game. Simple enough. Kill all of humanity. It's Satan. The veritable Satan, or whatever, Lakshmi, the death goddess, or whatever the fuck you believe in, doesn't matter. Or I don't know, what's a terrible fucking entity? Hades, whatever the fuck you believe in, right? I don't know, the 4 elements spinning into the 5th one, which is a black hole, and killing the whole planet is kind of my belief, I think, in the 5th element or whatever. I don't even know what I believe. I don't know.
In software.
I'm a clusterfuck. I believe it all. I believe in Wiccans. I believe in fucking snake handlers. I believe in them all. I believe in everything they believe. I don't know. I believe in it all. I believe in Buddha. I'm sorry if that's sacrilegion to you, but to me, it's sacrilegion to say that it's not all valid.
Now, if you go to the paid antivirus software...
Or sacrilege. Excuse me, sacrilege. Sacrilege. Not sacrilegion, which would be a good punk band name. Really good punk band name. Maybe I should rename my stream to Sacrilegion. Doesn't that hit a lot better than Skycat.live? Sacrilegion. It's like Bad Religion, but better, because it's one word, right? Bad Religion doesn't really roll off the tongue, but Sacrilegion does. It's sacrilegion if you don't accept every other religion, because God doesn't support you if you don't support every other religion, or whatever you believe in, Buddha or whatever the fuck. Confucius doesn't love you if you don't love Jesus. It's a simple fucking thing. Jesus doesn't love you if you don't love snake handlers. Jesus made them too, or whatever the fuck you believe in, be it Pol Pot or whatever your fascist ass fucking actually worships or whatever, you know.
You're pretty much fun. You know, you might have heard not a while back.
I'm kidding. I'm just making fun of Pol Pot and fascists in the same sentence as people who believe in religion. You notice how I kind of like, I call this Foursquare, right? I think most streamers are playing like Two Square. They're like them in the audience, right? I'm playing Foursquare. I want to diss all the religions at once, and I can get the ball in all 4 courts at once. I can make fun of Christians, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna leave it here. That's good enough.
February of this year, a vast antivirus was actually fined 60.
You don't believe in all of it, dude? I mean, it all exists, doesn't it? Don't we kind of, like, if there's a word in the fucking English language for Yahweh, or I'm sorry, I mean, that's Hebrew. If there's a word in the English language for Haiti, or I mean, that's Greek. I don't know, like, what's the English language? Satan, right? If there's an English word for the word God and Satan, there's an technically English word for every other fucking deity in mankind's existence, which I hate to just sort of like make Christians frown at me or whatever, but I mean, isn't that sort of the acknowledgement of every other fucking deity, whether you like it or not? So why do you have crusades? This shit exists whether you like it or not. I mean, I really feel that Palestine is gonna exist whether you like it or not. So I kind of really feel that way. You know? Or whatever, or Israel. I really feel that Russia, or any of the people in the wars right now, I really feel that you can fight forever, but you're never going to get rid of them. Why do you try? You're stupid, low IQ. 5th you were illiterate, probably more. 5th you were illiterate and stupid. You didn't follow God's law. Better yourself and worry about yourself instead of other, and do unto others. You didn't follow God's law. You've been wanting to fucking separate the world over religions for thousands of years. You don't represent God. You represent down there. You bring war to the planets. All the time. You're always on some crusade to kill Moscow or rape a bunch of fucking women and burn their libraries and shit so they can't learn, and then you get 72 virgins in heaven. If you go on down there to the Middle East, and sack Afghanistan for 20 years, you'll get 72 virgins in heaven, and then you have the Crusades or any other religious shitty war. I mean, we've got 5 religious wars going on right now. So am I saying religion's bad? No, I'm saying stupidity's bad. You're never gonna get rid of those people who don't follow your fucking God. You stupid, illiterate, low IQ pieces of shit. Please stop. Please stop fighting with each other over it. Nobody wants it. We'll kill you if you keep doing it. Nobody wants it. Please stop fighting each other. You are fucking stupid. You are never going to cleanse a whole race off of this planet. It'll just never fucking happen. I don't want you to challenge you to do it. I'm just saying you can't manage it. You've tried and tried and tried for tens of thousands of years. It's happened thousands and thousands and thousands of times on this planet. Like Bill Wirtz in A History of This World, I guess, right? Is what I always show when I get into this subject, right? And so, yeah, so you've been trying to done fuck us on sacrilegious wars for 3,000 years or something like that, right? And you can go suck a fucking dick. You never did anything but Satan's bidding with that. I'll say it in words your fucking deluded ass can understand. You never did anything but Satan's bidding with that. You populated hell when you got in all those sacrilegious wars that kills this planet. No, I don't respect you. No, I don't respect your blood war. No, I don't respect your religious war. No, I don't care about you. Don't care if you kill each other. No, don't care. You're fucking stupid. You're never gonna wipe out your enemy. Why do you keep fucking trying it? You need to fucking shake hands across that fucking border and let that fucking Berlin Wall fall, or whatever the fuck you've got, Gaza Strip or something like that. I'll fucking call I'll call all of the world governments goddamn fucking low IQ. Fifth of you are illiterate, haven't read the Constitution, pieces of shit like Trump, who fucking set us back 5,000 years of race relations in the last 100. And I'm sorry, but your religious wars, you can go suck a dick with your low IQ piece of shit world fucking politics. Suck a dick. I won't support it. Fucking fuck off and die in a nuclear war. I don't give a fucking flying fuck about that. You want to kill each other in the name of God? Killing in the name of, Go fucking suck a dick in hell then. Go populate it as well. I have no interest in your fucking religious wars. You can go and hate on some other religion all you fucking want because they don't follow the same God as you. You're so fucking stupid. God needs you, or whatever you fucking believe in, Allah or whatever the fuck. God needs you to grow a fucking brain and pull your fucking skirt down over fucking other fucking people's religions and shut the fuck up now, or we just let you all die. Shut the fuck up now. Stay in your home. Worship your Mecca, please. Worship God. I don't care. Have your churches and fuck the world. Fuck the children. Whatever the priests are up to. Whatever you want to do. We don't care. We let you ride and switch parishes all the time. We don't care what you do. But we really don't want your stupid, low IQ, monkey scratching head, gotta kill the other guy, low IQ, piece of shit world wars. I don't support your world governments who do them. I don't want to support a world government who's touched Afghanistan in the last 100 years. I don't want to touch anybody who's touched Russia in the last 500 years. I don't want to do any business with any of these people. They're not Americans. I don't care. I'm sorry. You understand what isolationist actually means, right? Yeah, I don't like it when you guys genocide each other over all those fucking shitty religious wars and your old racisms. But there's 7 billion of us now. We don't like you. We don't like what you're doing to the planet. You won't get our vote any further. It's clear as day. You're not going to get the vote any further doing this. You have to stop now, or you won't be up there in that White Palace much longer, like Trump. You can see it. You think Biden's going to do any different? No, we have a long line of failed leaders coming. Long line of failed leaders for every world government, pretty much, until they give up their fucking greed and their stupid sacrilegious wars and grow a fucking pair and stop fucking being a little bitch and learn to love your fellow man like your weird, fabled being in the sky commands you to. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop filling hell. Stop populating hell with your sacrilegious wars. You stupid piece of shit, low IQ, fifth of you illiterate monkeys. I know it's because you're reading that Bible. I know it is, instead of anything else. Need you to actually maybe read some, Keynesian economics maybe, instead of, killing in the name of. I think Zach would agree.
$16.5 million for privacy software.
That's Zach De La Rocha that I just dropped. I don't like dropping bombs that are other people's bombs, you know what I'm saying? But if I drop the puck, pick it up, pick it up. If I drop the puck, pick it up. Zach De La Rocha is one of my greatest heroes. If he can do it, I can do it. Fuck it.
that actually sold.
Fuck your evil empire. I'll name an album after it. I'll literally name the fucking album Fuck Your Evil Empire. It's nastier now. It used to be, oh, well, acknowledge that the evil empire is the evil empire now. And when you do, you're woke. It's not something about being gay or whatever the idiot right wing thinks. Low IQ, fifth is illiterate, right? But no, the actual reality is you do need to live your life and try and actually do like learn some things and maybe learn to love your brother like your God commands you, you fucking hypocrites, and only God can judge me. That's Tupac.
Your browsing data. You might be like,
remember that thing about how only God can judge, and judge not lest ye be judged, and turn the other cheek, and, you know, do unto others, and all that hypocritical bullshit that you throw out that fucking metaphorical hypocritical window every time you bomb the Gaza Strip. You can suck a dick. You don't stand with God. You stand with down there. All the world religions and all the world governments stand with Satan. You cause wars all the time. You populate hell. You think you work for God. You think God told you to go kill all those people? In the Gaza Strip or you know, North Korea or, you know, fucking Syria? You think God really told you to go do those things? You think God was with Hitler? No. All those sacrilegious wars is you doing down there's bidding. You know it. I know it. And by down there, I mean all of the world's religions' concept of evil. And yeah, you have told us for thousands of years that your religion is good as you populate hell with it. You must stop now and actually do God's bidding and stop killing each other. Hypocrites.
whoa, isn't it the exact opposite? Well, I have the court case right here for Avast Right from the FTC, where they said in the violation of the FTC Act, unfair collection, retention, and sale of consumers.
And if you don't, I'm sure God will kill you. You'll go down there where you belong because of your sacrilegious wars. I don't care what happens, you understand? I'm the chaotic neutral sitting there right there in the fucking middle who's never truly been fucked by you like everybody else in the world. And so I just stand there and I watch, and the only reason I'm safe is I'm the only one who didn't succumb to the greed. I'm that chaotic neutral right in the fucking middle. I mean, you know, I love Gary Gygax, you know what I'm saying? I'm that chaotic neutral, right? Let's look at the alignment chart, right? You guys don't know the Holy Bible of the alignment chart. Here it is. And yeah, if Google can manage to open an image rather than steal money anymore, let's see. I don't know. Google is now just basically a cash register. It's not an actual. Oh, and it managed to do it today. That's good, but it usually fails. So anyways, here's me. I'm true neutral. Well, really, I'm chaotic neutral, right? Which means that I will have fun and act evil before I will have fun by acting lawful. Right? It's easier for me to go be chaotic neutral, which means that I will individualize, leave your world governments, leave your fucking bipartisan, fucking shitty, red, up, down, left, right, John Jackson, Jack Johnson, fucking shitty, Republican fucking lie that you've been telling for 130 fucking years. It's all the same party, right? And I'm sitting here over here, right? And yeah, I kind of sit with the liberals a little bit, you know? But, anyways, I'm like sitting here close to true neutral, but I will laugh at you as you all greedily die, right? And my greed is to see you lose so I can have fun watching. I don't care if you do all these sacrilegious fucking killing. I don't care. I mean, I care because it affects my people, my family, my country, everybody, the whole world, right? I care. I do care. But I also don't, sort of, because I don't view you as me, you know? So what you do to some other people that isn't me isn't really material to me. Do you understand? And this is how the smart people of the world will get after your greed corrupts the whole rest of the goddamn triangle. And there's only 2 boxes left that haven't been completely fucking destroyed by Satan's fucking greed. I don't even know what else to call it. Just the corruption in the deep souls of every fucking official and every fucking government entity on this planet. And all the cops and all the people in power. and all the politicians and everything, right? That's this whole you, right? They're all succumbed to greed. So I'm standing over here in this box, and I could give two living shits about your fucking money. I just need to have fun. And you guys are not fun. This little you all sucking each other's dicks and fucking each other over money, this isn't fun. So I hate all of you. I don't care if you bomb each other or nuke each other. I don't care. Monkeys gotta kill each other over God, I guess. And, you know, God is good, God is great, let's all fucking masturbate, you know? I'm not speaking against God. I'm talking about sacrilegious wars. Don't get it twisted. You know, the crusades that you've been doing every 120 years, trying to take virgins in heaven, or, you know, Afghanistan, or Russia, or, God forbid, America, for thousands of years. Your sacrilegious wars and your biases and your racism. And you have corrupted the whole box except for two of us, you know? It's a really apt fucking metaphor. So now I don't care. I'm totally impervious of your corruption. It's exactly like having, it was almost like the Baldur's Gate 3 brainworm, right? I have the brainworm or whatever. I've left the Matrix. I'm woke now, and I understand that the world's government and rich want to kill us all directly and are playing the games to do it, you know, and all this stuff, right? And I realized that I've got the brainworm. It's kind of gone into my head now, yeah. And I would call it being woke, yeah, understanding that the world governments and the world's rich do not have your best interests in heart and do not like you and are actively working against the entirety of all the rest of the community. And want to rob us and use us as matrix batteries and charge us for educations and never give us loans so we can't get out of poverty and all these other terrible things that I would say we need a billion man march over, you know? And so what do? I wait and I laugh and I watch like all the good chaotic neutral streamers. There's a bunch of us. I sit here like him. He's one of them. Like something that I would say is fairly common in streamers is we're chaotic neutral. We're here for the fucking fun of it. We're the journalists that's like, oh man, I'm watching Jackass jump, like flop each other off of inflatables on a lake, and now Bam's like 85 feet in the fucking air, and I'm watching him fall, right? And nobody cares that the fall breaks Bam's back or anything like that. I'm just there having fun watching it, right? But the rest of the world is like, oh no, there goes our actor that makes us all our money, and there goes our movie, and there goes our sales to the kids, and without the corruption sales to the kids we die, and oh no, one of our actors got hurt and all that. How are we going to milk the children and all this, right? That's the game, and that's how they see Jackass. I'm the guy with the fucking camera just watching them butt fuck each other in Sodom and Gomorrah over money. Fucking money. Fucking money. Money is a piece of fucking paper. I don't care what you made it in your fucking head. This has the exact same value as a $1,000 bill. Money is what you make of it, you fucking idiots. Like, you've been living so stupid and so low IQ. As world governments were so fucking long, I'm gonna actually need you to pull your fucking head out of your fucking ass and stop your sacrilegious wars, stop your drug war, and stop your war on the poor. It's simple. We don't support your religious wars. We don't support your drug war. We don't want you suppressing us, and I don't want anybody with more than $100 million anymore. 100 million seems fine, or whatever. Let the rich people pick the number, but I don't want 3 billion Warren Buffett demon bankers walking around this planet anymore. Those are the demon thrall pits. I don't know if you ever played Magic the Gathering, but there's a particularly nasty card in the... Oh, God, what set was it? It was like, Shadows of the Empire. Not Shadows of the Empire. It's something Empire. No, it was Unlimited. No, it was a specialty set, tier 3 or tier 4, somewhere around there, and I forget the name of the set. But in Thrall to the Pit, right? Thrall to the Pit, yeah, Thrall to the Pit. In Thrall to the Pit, yeah, in Thrall to the Pit, right? Yeah. Not Thrall Pit. It's the Thrall Pit, or Pit of Thralls, maybe. It's like Pit of Thralls, or no, the Thrall Pit and all that. Anyways, the veritable Thrall Pit is what the rich are doing to the fucking world. They're spawning thieves who harm innocent, helpless people. That's what Satan does, or whatever you fucking believe in. This is how evil works. They spawn a bunch of demon bankers who run around robbing grannies and people that they never meet. Remotely. I've been one, you know, and I know better not to be one, and I've learned my lesson and done my time, and now I'm come back from the thrall pit to tell you that yeah, it's a thrall pit, and the rich people have now pretty much like turned all of the black hat hackers in the world into thralls that are now set loose on the world, like those fucking nasty machines in the Matrix that have like the shitty arms that drill through the fucking ship hull. E-pilot's worst nightmare, right? Drones that drill through your ship hull, right? I loved the Matrix. It was so good. And so like yeah, and yeah, and I mean yeah, so now I consider all of these black hat hackers working for the world governments or for themselves more likely, just stealing wantonly from random fucking people, like evil doesn't exist, like it doesn't have a cost or something like that. And I think, oh yeah, I guess Satan built a thrall pit and now they're all stealing and robbing each other, and now they're going to turn them all into other thralls, and then all of a sudden you're against a thrall army of people who never did anything except steal, and that's rich people for you, not the poor, not the peasants, not the not the middle class. It's the rich people have been producing thrall pits of black hat hackers who are stealing. I mean, when I was 20 years old, they told me quite literally that World War III was silent and that it was entirely an economic war, and it was being waged in the background directly right after 9/11 with the Patriot Act, and that it was. And I heard this from the smartest people I ever met, you know, and that and I've known this for a long time. The World War III has been going for like 20 years, and it's a financial war. It is one of world governments and black hat hackers and cheaters and rich people all kibitzing with lobbies and demon bankers and demon lawyers and Cayman banks to pretty much fuck this world for every cent they can get. You know, and I'm repeating myself, so I'm going to stop, but it all connects and it must stop. I will not support your shitty bipartisan, I can't work with each other, worthless parties. I won't support them anymore. You've killed us. I will not support parties in other countries that killed their country, like London, or I'm sorry, England. I will not support monarchies that commit sex crimes. I will not support rich people that jet set around the world and purchase children from Jeffrey, like Bill Gates. I will not support fucking Microsoft. I will not support the subversion of our software to evil means like this. I will not support antivirus fucking things. When you think antivirus, you think antivirus, don't you? But no, this is literally a virus, and that is Satan's trick, is hiding in plain sight and telling you he's one thing when he's not.
Browsing and
Sheep in black sheep, sheep in black clothing or whatever, sheep in white clothing, right, or whatever. It's a wolf in white clothing. Is it wolf in white clothing? Is what I'm thinking, right? Yeah, wolf in white clothing. Or wolf in white, or something. I forget what the fucking veritable cliche is, but you get the idea. It's like hiding in plain sight.
information. So as I described in paragraph 7,
Like I seriously, the antivirus thing is full blown. The rich people's strategy generally is they'll just stand out there right in front of you, and they'll sell you. They'll tell you that they're selling you water, but they're actually selling you thirst. And and they literally do it sometimes. Like, do you have any idea how much sodium is in the soda? You want to know why they do that? Because they know we buy snack food.
10, 8, 13.
I don't know why you would add salt to a sugar drink, but boy, they did it for 100 fucking years. Sodium off the goddamn chart. You want to know why they do that? Makes you thirsty, makes you want to drink more soda, more food. You know how bad that was for America? It caused a high blood pressure crisis for 70 years. Come on now. These people don't love us. They're actively trying to kill us. They're trying to sell us poison for $1 and call it gold. Right? Doesn't it seem like a gold, the idea that a software program might permanently protect you from all the bad software hackers in the world, right? Sounds like something truly golden of an opportunity, doesn't it? Well, the reason it sounds too good to be true is because it is. It literally is probably the worst virus in the world. Probably exploits you the worst. Probably gives the most information away because it's linked directly to your registry.
Through the Avast software.
Like VPNs, by the way. And so every time I see some Bitcoin asshole who thinks that they're shitty, I'm gonna kill the world with my greed fucking attitude, that shit doesn't stink right, I point out that I lost the train of thought. I'm sorry. I point out that I lost it. I'm sorry, I lost it. I lost train of thought. But anyways, we'll get back to it. I'm sure I'll come back to it.
Respondents collected consumers' browsing info, stored that info in granular form indefinitely, and then sold that info.
Oh yes. Every time that you steal him, I remember what I was going to say. Every time that you use a VPN to rat tunnel somebody, right? You rat tunneled yourself, bitch, to 65 world governments, all your information, all your credit cards, and everything. Every time I VPN, I do that. But I mean, I like the protection of a VPN, and I don't have anything to hide. Nothing at all. I'm impervious to all the world's accusations. I've done nothing to scare them. It's like this hilarious thing. I mean, I've done things to scare them, but I paid my price. You know, I was chaotic, and they all know why I did what I did. I'm chaotic neutral, and I did whatever I thought was fun at the fucking time. I'm like the Joker. They know why I'm the way I am. You know. So and I tell them every time, they're like, why were you a bad actor here? Why'd you break this window? Why'd you trespass? Why'd you fucking do drugs? Why did you get this girl addicted? Why did you or whatever, right? And like and I go, well, because she asked me to, because it was fun.
In granular form to third parties without adequate notice and without consumer consent. These practices are likely to
Now,
cause...
I've only ever introduced drugs to one girl, you know, and she is clean. She's perfectly clean. That's good, you know, which is good. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen her lately, so I don't know that for sure. But I'm fairly sure, like fairly fucking sure, from the Facebooks and all this stuff. I know, you know, I know when I should wear them, when I shouldn't. And so and this other thing is like, it's like if I'm the bad actor and I'm corrupting girls and getting them high and I'm stealing credit cards and I'm selling drugs and doing all the bad actor things that all the demon people that I'm trying to condemn, right? But the difference is I'm trying to do that to get out of the fucking cesspit that you consigned me to. You're trying to stay in the 5-star hotel room. I'm trying to get out of the cesspit. You're trying to stay up there in that high rise in the sky, right? So what I do for money is a lot morally different for what you do for money. You don't need money. Why do you use so many hackers to steal it all the time and sell our information to Palantir and subsequently to all of our enemies? Why do you double deal with all of our enemies for money all the time? Why do you do that stupid shit? Don't you love us? Right? Don't we give you Hollywood and beautiful women and American Pie and fucking chocolate and fucking, you know, Yosemite? Don't you love your country? Why would you go around acting like a fucking demon all the fucking time? Trying to, I don't know, hike cancer meds or all the shitty things that you do. Starfield up the place. Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, the sheer massive amount of child abuse that is purported to be going on right now, Jeffrey, and all the things that the rich do. What you do to get out to get your money is a lot different from what I do to get my money.
A substantial injury to consumers that is not...
I come by my money honestly, by the way. At least now I do.
outweighed by countervailing benefits to consumers or competition, and is...
I think $3,000 is so much goddamn money. I'd probably kill a man for it. Now, I wouldn't. You know, I would never hurt a living thing. But if the bombs were to fall, like that television show Fallout and stuff, $3,000, if it actually bought me $3,000 worth of stuff, is the same thing as $3 trillion. Same thing as Warren Buffett's Scrooge McDuck fucking mansion. It's the same thing to me. $3,000 is the same thing as $3 trillion to me. They are the exact same thing. It's a piece of paper or a number in a bank account. Means nothing, has nothing, does nothing. It buys you out of problems is probably the best quality of it. That's nice. I'd like to get less problems in my life. You caused me a lot of them. But I honestly don't even need that. I just need you to stop trying to kill us all and steal all of our money. And I need you to be fair and let 1/3 of it go to the poor, 1/3 of it go to the middle, and 1/3 of it go to the top. Then we don't have any rich anymore, and there's no more problems, and you can shut the fuck up and stop raping children and buying McMansions and killing Congos and killing, fucking, coral reefs and stuff, and actually act out of love for your fellow man instead of that whole capitalist, I gotta stab your grandmother for Wolf of Wall Street guy, No, it doesn't need to be like that. Your sacrilegious religions might have seemed to have led you to believe that there was a difference between you and your fellow man, or you and God. Maybe there is. I think you made one.
It's not reasonably avoidable by consumers themselves.
I don't really see a difference between